So last night at approximately 10:20 p.m., members of the South Street Crimes Unit were on patrol when they observed a Honda Accord violate a traffic control signal. The officers positioned their vehicle behind the Accord and conducted a motor vehicle records check on the marker plate. The check showed the vehicle's registration was canceled. The officers then activated their emergency lights and sirens and conducted a motor vehicle stop. The stop was conducted in the area of 285 Broad Street. The officers exited their vehicle and approached the Accord on foot. As the officers neared the Accord, it accelerated and fled the stop at a high rate of speed. The officers did not pursue the fleeing Accord. The Accord continued traveling north on Broad Street at a high rate of speed and ran the red traffic control signal at the intersection of Farmington Avenue and then a second red light at the intersection of Asylum Avenue. The Accord collided with a marked police vehicle being operated by North Street Crimes Unit officers. These officers were traveling east on Asylum Street, and they were utilizing their emergency lights and siren responding to a separate incident. At the time of the incident, the North Street Crimes Units were not aware that a vehicle had just fled a traffic stop. The officer in the passenger seat, Officer Bobby Garten, was transported to the St. Francis Hospital and was pronounced deceased after extensive life-saving measures by St. Francis doctors and nurses. The officer operating the vehicle suffered serious injuries and was also transported to St. Francis Hospital, where he is listed in stable but guarded condition. The individual operating the Accord suffered minor injuries and was transported to Hartford Hospital. He has since been released from the hospital and is currently in police custody. Arrested is a Richard Barrington, 323-2005 of 16 Sharon Street. Our charges here in Hartford are failure to obey a traffic control signal, failure to renew registration, misuse of plates, and interfering with a police officer. The crash and the events that led up to it were captured on video. I've asked the Connecticut State Police to investigate this incident, and they have processed the scene and will be the lead investigators in this case. The deceased officer is identified as Officer Robert, known to us as Bobby, Garten, an 8-year veteran of the Hartford Police Department. Officer Garten served the City of Hartford Police Department in the Patrol Division as a walk beat officer, and most recently in the Street Crimes Unit for the last 2 years. He's also served on the Hartford Police Department Marine Unit. He was a second-generation police officer in the City of Hartford. I just want to thank the staff at St. Francis Hospital for everything they did for us and the family while we were there. I want to thank my fellow Hartford police officers for surrounding the family and each other and maintaining safety in the city. And I want to thank the state police, our state's attorney, our political leaders, and everybody that's reached out to support us. Thank you.